Hello, Steve White, Trek Boy 89 for Steve Hearts 89. Well, the 5th season of Star Trek Discovery is upon us. It's going to be dropping, I think, April 4th. And the first 4 episodes have been released to certain people, not me, of course. TrekMovie.com did a non-spoiler review. And I wasn't expecting much from TrekMovie.com because, yes, I allegedly, supposedly, I can't say much more. But they're pretty much in bed with CBS and Paramount, so you can't expect a real review from them, really. But they actually acknowledged a few things. I was really shocked. They actually acknowledged that Discovery seasons 1 to 4 weren't perfect, and the show actually has some issues. And I'm like, wow, I didn't see that coming. But yeah, they say this season is better, of course, because every season's better, you see. Got to watch this season. Forget about the other seasons. This season's better. This will be different. But they actually list a few reasons why it might be better, and unless they're lying, it could actually be slightly better, but I'm not counting my trebles. So yeah, they're saying that, I mean, there's a sense of urgency in the season. They went from 13 episodes down to 10, and that sort of made them sort of, rush a little bit, and that might have helped with the pacing. This season, basically, they're on an Indiana Jones-like, so they've acknowledged that, hunt for a MacGuffin, and they actually refer to it as a MacGuffin, which I'm like, good. And the positive side is supposedly the episodes are more episodic. Even though they're on this journey, they're on this hunt, it's all one sort of overall arc. They do actually sort of allow, like, apparently they actually go to 4 new planets in 4 episodes, and 3 and one is actually like a new planet that we haven't seen before. 3 are new, and 1 is one we've seen before, but they've just done an interesting take on it. So that was all very positive, the idea they're actually exploring planets to try and find clues or something for this mystery. So we might actually inadvertently get some Star Trek like space exploration on the way to doing their Discovery thing. So you get it where you can take it. So there's that. Now, the other thing they acknowledged, which was really funny, was the series' tendency to have random emotional moments in the middle of crisis, which just seem out of place. And as much as I appreciate the emotionalism of Star Trek Discovery and the fact they value feelings and emotions as part of being a human and being an officer, and the idea, and this getting rid of this old patriarchal view that only emotionless males can lead and have any sort of insight into anything. The idea of actually looking at our feelings and who we are and our identity, that works for humanity. And Star Trek Discovery does have a good sense of humanity, and it does actually use these elements, which a lot of people have issues with because they're all a bunch of misogynists who can't handle any sort of emotionality because they feel it's feminine and weak, and they see it's only sort of the sort of military-minded men can run things, and just everything has to be the old traditional patriarchal ways. And that's really sad. And one great thing about Discovery, which people don't acknowledge, is that it does have this look at humanity. And it is very progressive, and it is a step forward for Star Trek, and it doesn't get acknowledged. It gets dismissed as, Michael Burnham crying all the time. It's just a bunch of small-minded little men who criticise that. But they do comment on that, and they're saying, they're sort of implying that if you don't like that, you're not going to like this series. But I think they're implying that they did manage to manage it a little better in this season, but they didn't totally say that outright, so I don't know. But it doesn't really bother me. Although sometimes it does sort of feel like they've slowed down some places where maybe they shouldn't, but I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, that was basically the review. They basically said it's a bit more serialized. It's basically Indiana Jones-like adventure after a MacGuffin, and the new villains, apparently they're not like super villains, mustache twirling. They're just people who are trying to get, this artifact for their own benefits, and they're just people trying to survive and basically make money, and they're a bit more perhaps realistic and less sort of cartoony, and that might serve the series and the show overall. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it. They mentioned Miss Wiseman is back. I've forgotten her first name, and yeah, that's about it really. Just that some of the bridge characters don't get the attention they needed. Yeah. They don't go into a lot. They can't, because they can't say anything until the 4th of April. But I just sort of thought that was interesting. I wanted to comment on it. I don't know. I don't know if this series, if it can be any good. Can it inadvertently have some Star Trek moments? Possibly, but at its core, it's not really a Star Trek series. Discovery never really was, even though it did do some good things with diversity, representation, emotionalism, humanity, all that stuff, humanism, all that was good, but it was all sort of around these elements that didn't really work as Star Trek. Like they sort of missed kind of the core elements of what made Star Trek work. And they put some good things in, but into a show that wasn't really Star Trek. So it's just, they're not going to fix it last minute. It's not going to finally come together in the last season and, be good. But it may not be the worst season of the show, but we're yet to see. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.